Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to do a really cool tinted shellac finish. And it's one of the easiest finishes out there. So what I've got here is a little laser burned sign that I made for someone, a friend of mine. It's based on an inside joke, but it's a teacup. Anyway, we're going to put our shellac finish on here. But I want it a little darker. I do have a heavily ambered shellac. They do come in different tones, I think 3 main ones. But I want it a little bit darker than that yet. And that means I need to tint my shellac back or go in and put something underneath this. Let's take a second here and talk about shellac as a finish in general. So as with any finish, this stuff has its pros and its cons. It's very easy to work with, which is obviously a good thing. It is also compatible with pretty much everything, which is very helpful. Works well as a sealer. You can put a top coat over it and it dries very quickly. Not everything about it is a positive though. We've got some very limited colors that it's available in for one thing, which is why I'm going to show you how to tint it. Also, from a durability standpoint, it does harden, makes a nice finish on some stuff, but like for example, if you're going to use this as the finish on your guitar and you spill your whiskey on it, it's going to melt. So you have to be careful about what application you're using it for from an actual finish standpoint. That being said, it's beautiful and you can use it as a sealer on pretty much anything. I'm going to use it as a full finish on this little sign because I am not at all concerned that whiskey or alcohol or anything like that is going to get spilled on it, and it's not going to take a beating. So it can be a little bit less durable and still give us exactly what we need. To apply this, I'm just going to use a really cheap natural bristle brush, one of the wide ones that's kind of thin. I'll show you what I'm dealing with here. It's got a nice wide kind of pattern to it, but a thin brush. I don't need it to hold an insane amount of this product. So that's what I'm going to use. Very cheap, which is nice. I like it when I don't have to spend a ton of money on brushes. Now, as far as the tinting goes, I'm going to use something else that's widely compatible, and that is powdered aniline dye. I'm using Bellin's American Walnut in this case because I just want to darken this up to a deeper brown. It's going to be very straightforward. I'm going to put the shellac into my mixing cup, add a little bit of the American Walnut until I get it to the tint that I want, and then I will show you guys how easy it is to simply brush this stuff on. Give it about 45 minutes to dry, a little scuff if you feel like you need to, and keep going. Just a couple really quick points before we get into it here. One, there are tons of different ways to apply shellac. I mean, lots. It's a very versatile product, and I'm sure a bunch of you guys know ones that I don't. I'm no expert with this stuff, so if you want to let me know in the comments below how you apply it, I would love to hear it. I'm showing you how to tint it today and how I apply it, but there are lots of different ways to do it, so let's hear how you guys use it. And two, before anyone asks, I can't do a French polish tutorial. French polish is a very specific application process for shellac. It's beautiful. It's used on a lot of classical guitars and stuff like that. And frankly, I can't do it. Maybe someday, but as it stands, yeah, sorry, can't do it. All right, now that we've got that elating news out of the way, let's get at it. that's it. That is our shellac coat. You can see we got this nice kind of rich color, pretty decent sheen on there too, as opposed to what it looked like before. We managed to add some brown in there and amber that out quite a bit, and this is what we're left with. The shellac itself in the darkest tint is actually not super far off of this. I just wanted to add a little bit more of that reddish brown hue to get to basically exactly what I've got here. So that's how you tint your shellac. From there, you can go a number of ways. You can top coat over that, you can wax that, you can polish it if you want. Again, a number of different things you can do. Like I said earlier, very, very versatile product. Now that I'm looking at this, I think I probably want more of a sheen on it. So I'm gonna come in with some semi-gloss in a different video where I show you how to work with Watco spray cans. So stay tuned for that and well, pretty much everything else. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to do so. I would appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.